You want to see and hear about Star Sapphire, a DC Comics female supervillain and a female superhero, from her 1962 origin on through to 2026. And see this on a chronological series of multiple Green Lantern comic book series covers, plus up to a few related interior pages for each individual issue. And after this, see and hear about her 2026 appearance in Justice League Intergalactic Special Number 1. If so, watch this video. In Green Lantern issue number 16 in 1962, Carol Ferris, Hal Jordan's boss and girlfriend, is transformed into the powerful Star Sapphire when she encounters the immortal Zamarons. They want to make Carol their queen, but first she must defeat Green Lantern. Plus, Hal Jordan tells a tale of Abin Sur, Earth's first Green Lantern. In issue number 26, Star Sapphire unmasks the Green Lantern. Carol Ferris becomes Star Sapphire again and engages Hal Jordan in a contest to prove who is superior. The catch? If Green Lantern loses, he must reveal his secret identity. In issue number 41, The Double Life of Star Sapphire, the Queen of the Zamarons impersonates Carol Ferris so she can trick Hal Jordan into marrying her. In issue number 192, Star Sapphire relates her origin to Hal Jordan before the Zamarons summon her back to their world, where John Stewart, Katma Tui, and Dalor await. In issue number 22, in 1992, The Contest. Can Hal Jordan and his recruits save the life of the woman he once loved from the clutches of the sinister Merc Flicker? In issue number 23, Memories, Hal battles for his life against one of the few foes that can actually match him power for power, the Star Sapphire. In issue number 24, Hal Jordan's newly formed Corps has a final showdown with Star Sapphire that may cost Carol Ferris her life. In annual number 1 in 1992, to get Green Lantern's power, Eclipso needs Hal Jordan. So he slowly processes one person after another, including Guy Gardner and Carol Ferris. These victims must fulfill their vengeance fantasies, but Carol's Star Sapphire persona wants Hal dead. In issue number 18 in 2007, the Star Sapphire has plagued Green Lantern throughout his career. But where do its origins truly lie? And why has it always sought out Hal Jordan? Discover the secret of the alien parasite as it interrupts Jordan's first date in years. Featuring luscious guest art by Daniel Acuna. In issue number 19, Hal Jordan learns the truth behind the obsessive alien parasite known as the Star Sapphire. But If her thirst for him is quenched, what does that mean for the fate of Earth? In issue number 20, Mystery of the Star Sapphire concludes here. What is the secret nature of the sapphire? And how will it affect Hal Jordan's future? You won't believe your eyes in the final pages of this issue as the entire game changes for the Green Lantern Corps. In issue number 45, the Black Lanterns descend on members of the Corps throughout the universe. Sinestro's assault on the Star Sapphire's homeworld of Zamaron is interrupted by another Sinestro Corps, one made up of those who died during the Sinestro Corps War. And while the War of Light flickers deep in the darkness of space, John Stewart comes face to face with his deceased wife and longtime Green Lantern, Katma Tui. In issue number 46, for months, Mongol has had control of the Sinestro Corps. Now, Sinestro wants a word with him. And Hal wants a word with Sinestro. But in the midst of blackest night, they'll all become the hunted as the fallen Sinestro Corps members rise. What will happen? Here's a hint. Sinestro gets some serious payback. In issue number 57, Brightest Day continues as what readers have been asking for finally arrives. A male Star Sapphire in the form of the Predator. But how is this entity unlike the others? And what does it want with Carol Ferris? Meanwhile, the White Lantern is defended by an unlikely hero. In issue number 38 in 2015, Hal Jordan heads to Earth for some much-needed R&R. But the results of him leading the Corps weigh heavily on his shoulders, as do the personal costs. In issue number 11 in 2019, on the edge of reality, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, and Star Sapphire face death by Power Ring Firing Squad. Yes, Hal and Carol Ferris reunite, sort of, as they fight their way out of the improbable turn of events of the previous issue. In issue number 12 in 2024, having uncovered the truth behind the United Planets, Hal and the rest of the 2,814 Lanterns desperately tried to escape the hands of the United Planets Lanterns, Ring Hunters, and the terrifying Unseen. Only a former ally gives Hal a chance of survival, but will they be too late to save him from certain doom? Plus, Guy Gardner's bogus Lobo adventure gets somehow crazier. In issue number 24, while Kyle's team finds itself pulled to a desolate part of the universe, a lost ally's attempts to reveal itself will shock you. Meanwhile, the Starbreaker Corps amasses its forces as the last pieces of its plan come into being and threaten the universe. But what does this mean for Hal Jordan and Carol Ferris? Love will be tested like never before in this latest installment of the Fractured Spectrum saga. issue number 32 in 2026, the visions that Hal Jordan receives from the Book of Oa grow stronger, leading Green Lantern to make a decision that will change the fate of the Corps and what we know about Green Lanterns forever. And a certain question is popped that will have you asking, are wedding bells breaking up that old corp of mine? In issue number 33, which is oversized legacy issue number 600, Hal Jordan will be tested like never before, and a new lantern stands poised to step in should he fail. Hal embarks on a mysterious mission, while Kyle Rayner finally moves back to Los Angeles and again takes up the mantle of Green Lantern of Earth. Join Kyle as he finds a job, navigates traffic, and chases down escaped villains from Oa. All this, plus a host of legendary guest artists and writers from Lantern's past, and an answer to the question posed to Star Sapphire in the last issue. In Justice League Intergalactic Special number 1 in 2026, the planet Naltor and the Green Lanterns that protect it fall under the spell of the wretched Witch Queen, who harnesses the planet's dream energy in hopes of taking over all that lies beyond. But have no fear. Star Sapphire's assembled team of Justice Leaguers will no doubt liberate them all. Except, well, Green Arrow sure does hate space. And Adam Strange's ship comes under attack before it even enters Naltorian orbit. And Galaxy invited her best friend and one of the League's most wanted, Dreamer, along on the mission without telling anybody. And Dreamer's visions seem to spell doom from the very start. Just when Star Sapphire thought she was getting the hang of her powers and the whole team leader thing. Will this team of disparate dynamos figure out how to come together to win the day? Or will they too succumb to the Witch Queen's all-consuming hive mind? In the near future, do you want a live-action TV show or a live-action movie made about Star Sapphire? If so, is there an actress that you want cast as Star Sapphire? Now, onto a quick review of 4 thumbnails of other recent Comic Excitement Convention videos that you may enjoy. Gotham City Sirens, Unfit for Orbit, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and Harley Quinn. Birds of Prey, Batgirl, Black Canary, and more epic females and villains. Red Hood and the Outlaws, Starfire, covers, pages, and story. All-Star Batman and Robin, 16 movie female co-star choices. More videos like this one, short and longer, can be viewed at the Comic Excitement Convention Female Superhero Hero playlist. Please like, comment, subscribe, and click the notifications bell.